Summerfest was born a year ago when we wanted to have a outreach event to replace the Taste of Nac, and we wanted to focus on children and families and highlight artists of the community. So we tried to pick out a new spot, and Mound Street was it. It turned out to be a great event last year with minimal advertising and preparation. But we did it again this year and have a lot of vendors and marketers and just people hoping that they show up and have fun.
Right. And can you tell me a little bit more about the community restoration projects that Summerfest is supporting?
Sure thing. So all the proceeds from Summerfest go directly to the Historic Foundation, and that will support any project that is voted on by their board. And I'm not sure of the current project, but in the past they have restored historic churches here in town. So the most recent project that has been finished and had a beautiful outcome was the Zion Church and the old North Street Church. And so it's been one of my motivators to be involved with this specific project, is I love historic Nacogdoches and all the beautiful buildings.
Right, and so why is it so important to have a Summerfest that supports, the historic parts of Nacogdoches?
Sure thing. So the event is usually a closed event to those who are participating in it, which are the youth of Nacogdoches. It's an open call to young folks to come and learn about the history of Nacogdoches and learn from people who live here and interact with professionals of Nacogdoches. Sorry,
Oh, no,
I'm trying to forget. So basically it's important that we have the Summerfest because we wanted to provide something that was more tangible back to the community. So you can go visit the Zion Church and you can go see Old North Church, but we wanted to have something that was fun and nostalgic and kind of true to the Nacogdoches Americana vibe. So we had this carnival-like idea, and Mound Street's really fun for it due to the fun restaurants and businesses that are here. It's an easy access spot for families, accessible by Main Street. And it's just a fun thing to have a bunch of families roaming the street and participating in a free event. So we'll have, I'm sorry.
Okay, and I was actually going to ask that next. What can attendees expect in terms of entertainment and activities at the Summerfest?
Yeah, so when folks show up to Summerfest, we're hoping to have a lot of activities available. One of them is a free petting zoo, and the other is a bunch of bounce houses for our kids to have some fun and blow off some steam. And then we will have some activity and craft tables that are being run by different vendors and students that are in the Nacogdoches School District. We also have a live musician. His name's Stephen Pate, and he is just a gem of a musician to have here in town, and he's going to get out there and play with his band. And we have 2 restaurants here that will be serving their food and offering some arts and special interest activities. And then we also have a couple food trucks coming, including some cookie trucks and snow cone trucks and a wide variety of different types of food, including barbecue and tacos and Indian food. And so we have food for sure.
Got it. And this will be covering pretty much the entire downtown area, or
just Mound Street.
just Mound Street?
So yeah, this is just from between Hospital and Main.
And it's from
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, can you share any highlights or, well, actually, no, you just explained that. I guess, what are the special attractions planned for this year versus previous years?
Okay, so last year was our first year, and we wanted to test the waters, if you will, about whether or not Mound Street would accommodate a group of people and a festival, and it was quite successful from a standpoint of just getting people to show up on a Thursday afternoon. This year we wanted to kind of up the ante, if you will, and invite more vendors, including the Market on Main group of vendors that usually will sell here on Saturdays, and we wanted to offer that same wonderful group of options on a Thursday evening for people who are working on a Saturday or something. And then we wanted to also highlight the new ownership of the Cottage Wine Bar. And we wanted to welcome folks that didn't know that we had a brewery to come and enjoy our brewery and enjoy live music, which is always a huge draw. So we had live music last year, but not on a main stage. And we will be highlighting some downtown businesses on the main stage with a fashion show. So that's something that we did last year, but not on a stage setting. We have a couple local artists' art exhibited here, including some children's art that will be going for sale and used for donations towards the Historic Foundation. So we kind of put all our heads together and thought of what would we want to add to last year's, which was really great. But this year we got a little bit more creative.
Okay. And how does the Summerfest align with the overall mission and goals of the Nacogdoches Heritage Festival?
Sure. So Nacogdoches is just such a unique place, and I'm not from East Texas, but having lived here, I love the community vibe and feel here, and just the small town Americana throwback kind of festival vibes that you get at all the other festivals. So this one is kind of a precursor leading up to the Blueberry Festival. It's smaller and maybe even geared towards kids a little bit more. And I think that's why we wanted to kind of fill that gap as far as just having something fun for young families to do here in town. I'm a mom of 3 and I'm always looking for something fun to do outside and keep my kids busy. So, and it's free, so that's an added benefit.